You gotta move a little bit to your left, my boy, if you can. Um, you're not showing up on the screen, so um, let me see. Shout out to everybody tuning in. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. We're waiting on some other people to come on in. They're gonna be in here shortly. Y'all know we get the first 10 minutes to everybody still coming in here, so you know. Tap in, tap in. As y'all tap in, please let us know where you might be watching from in the comment section. Those of y'all who are consistent in the comment section might win a chance to actually join the stream or join the Zoom. Or we got some other stuff going on. So we appreciate y'all. Let us know. You know what I'm saying? As y'all come in here, what y'all think about the topics. We're gonna definitely get into it today for sure.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
There you go. Yep, you coming through. My girl, I'll talk to y'all about it later when I get off the show. But yeah. As everybody coming in, y'all, sorry, we're just still getting. Y'all know the first 10 minutes we be trying to let everybody come on in, get comfortable, tag whoever you want to, tag that buddy you argue with about everything. You know what I'm saying? Let them know we want to hear from them too. You know what I mean? We just want to spark the conversation. You know what I mean? It's okay to disagree. You ain't gotta agree with everything that you hear on the show. But we do want you to express yourself. That's all we're trying to wake you up. You know what I mean? That's it. That's mainly what we're trying to do. You know what I mean? Try to keep it respectful because it can get real disrespectful real quick. Ain't no little bitches up here. You know what I mean? This is the No Offense Network, so you know what I mean. We can do it however y'all want to do it. Let's try to have some great conversation and then take it from there. Appreciate everybody who's tapping in, watching. You know what I'm saying? Like we always said, if you're new here, first 10 minutes, we be getting everybody time to get on in, get comfortable. You know what I mean? How was your week? How was your week been, brother?
It's been a week, man. Just trying to figure it out one day at a time. You know how I go, but I can't complain though. I can't complain. Just making it one day at a time.
I feel you. I feel you. You do me a favor if somebody come in, let me know. Like as far as the Zoom, I know I can bring them on. But yeah, it's been a crazy week. Not all of it has been bad, but it's definitely been some adjustments like every other week. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we definitely going backwards. We're gonna talk more about that tonight. I feel like we definitely going backwards, especially with what the Supreme Court did.
Mm-hmm.
We
Disappointed.
we're at a very interesting point in time, in the nation's history because normally we're at that revolutionary point. You know what I mean? And historically, if you go back through our history, I mean, America's only 250 years, but even before then, and just the history around 200 every 225 250 years, there's like a revolution. Um, because I don't know, it's like the government gets so out of touch with what the people are actually living and feeling and breathing. You know what I mean? It's like it's almost like we all on the same rock, but everybody is experiencing um life just different. And I mean, we do that anyway, but there's like this blatant, like this class that just blatantly just ignores the grievances of the other class. They don't care. And I'm not trying to even, I'm not even gonna limit it to like a certain party or race. Like I'm just talking about just a type of people, period. That uh, just have this very like me first type, mentality. They don't care where it leaves other people. If it leaves some of them don't even care if it leaves other people. You understand what I'm saying? Like for real. Like when you have a president who I feel like has just been itching to just do everything that he can. Like it's like when somebody gets access to something they normally wouldn't have, so they feel like they got to live the whole experience in this short amount of time. That while they have access to the stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like they got to touch every button in the fucking store. You know what I'm saying? Like it's almost like that. But the decisions really, the people who feel the consequence of decisions being made, it seems like there's just this out of touch reality that they live in or exist in. And I try to think that it's out of touch and not just like a disdain for the life of other people. You get what I'm saying? I try to think that it's hard for people to understand things they've never experienced. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's like their lack of experience clouds their judgment because they're unable to operate with that consideration in mind because they've never experienced that. But then there's this other feel to it where it's like it kind of feels like they're just intentionally inflicting pain. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like intentionally making sure things go a certain way. What up, Sweet Tea said? Sweet Tea Lee said, "Y'all come and hang out with us tonight. Let's talk. Let's learn. Let's discuss some topics going on in the country we all living in for sure, for sure." OG, he said, "Finally able to catch y'all on time. Sup, y'all? What up, OG? Hey man, I'm gonna get these comments in here going too, so everybody can, you know what I'm saying, we can give some love on the big stage. But yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it up just like this right here, so everybody can see it. But yeah, it's. I feel like definitely get this one where I need y'all to get active tonight, y'all. Don't be no stranger. Like I need y'all to get what's your opinion. We need to have this community talk type shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like I posted up earlier. I was like, yo, I realized I'm at where I'm at that point in my life where as you grow, when other people have certain conversation, it lets you know if you want to continue to be like involved in that particular conversation or even involved in that kind of like with that person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just at a point in my life where when I hear a person say, "Oh, I don't be want to do all that politics stuff," I be like, I can't,
Bro,
I
I
can't,
can't. I can't have. I can't. I just can't
I
sit here
can't.
and have a serious conversation with you because
Mm-mm.
you don't care about nothing.
No, you don't, and it's like not even from like a self preservation standpoint either. It's like like I put on my post earlier. It's like you trust them enough. The same people who ain't never showed up and solved any of your problems, right? You trust them enough to make the best decision about what should happen for you and your family. Period. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know you. You know what I'm saying? But you think they know enough about you that they gon' when they make decisions, they oh yeah, we made sure this person is straight. Well, we made sure that person was straight. They don't give a fuck about you. They in the room getting what it was there to be gotten. And if you happen to get something in the middle, great. But if you don't, you should have gotten the room. That's how they feel. And you can tell from the policies that they set. Like some of the times, like, for example, the tax policy right now. Like, I don't understand why billionaires have an issue with paying more money. I'm gonna explain something to you. Motherfucker, you got more money. So $100 to a billionaire is not the same $100 to
To
1,000.
somebody paying living paycheck to paycheck.
And this is what I'm saying. Like, yo, the damn money works at percentages. You understand? Like it's just a percentage. So it's like, yo, it's not even a set type. It's not even a set amount. Like, yo, it's based on what you make. So the more you make, yeah, the more they take. But you still gonna come out with more. You understand that? Like, I don't think they understand that part. You understand? Like, I can understand if you made more and they take out more, so you end up with less than the motherfucker who made more, less than you. Now that's crazy. But what I'm saying is, they be like, oh, they take more from me, nigga. You made more than they did.
Yeah, and it's like asking Oprah to pay more. Like, so Oprah makes so much money, she could pay $5 million in taxes. It's not going to hurt her pocket. She's not going to notice that money being gone. It's not going to change her lifestyle that she's living. And that's what people don't understand. Oh, well, they worked hard for their money. Lo and behold, some of them didn't. Some of them stole, pillaged, um, burnt bridges, walked over people, did some unruly things to get to where they are.
Yeah.
But hey, nonetheless, that's where they are. We're not worried about how they got there. We're just worried that they're there. So follow me. You pay a billionaire paying $5 million in taxes, he's still going to be a billionaire.
Bro, you know what it comes to? You know what it sounds like to me? Real shit. It sounds like somebody complaining that they did more work and got more rewards, but they're upset. So what I mean by this is it comes down to people feeling like, oh wait a minute, you felt like you did a bunch of work and you didn't get what you deserve. You mean like the people who work under you?
That's the one. Like,
I don't know if people are gonna actually catch that. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me get
yeah,
this
yeah.
right. Let me get this right. So you mean you're crying because you work harder and you don't feel like you got what you deserve? Like the people who work under you?
You're a multi-million-dollar business, but you got people that work under you that houses in foreclosure. Make it make sense.
Not to mention they come into work, but they don't even know if they got a home to come to.
And now, to throw a variable in that,
Yeah.
sometimes people are just not wise with their money,
Right.
and that's a whole different issue in and of itself. Because then, hey, that's a different conversation. But at the end of the day, life happens.
Yeah.
Car breaks down. You get injured. You get sick. There's everybody that lives paycheck to paycheck. You can't afford to get sick. You can't afford to go to the hospital. You miss work for a week, but you're living in a box. People like that's a different type of survival.
Most families here in America can't. They're one emergency away from poverty. What I mean by that is, let's be real with us. You ain't got to tell nobody, but just hear what I'm saying. Imagine you on your way home from work and somebody hits your shit, right? You out of work. You this your rent check. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might have contingencies in place. You might have some kind of insurance. You might have some, but all that shit take time. But the rent do now.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, they gonna get you on the back end, but on the front end, nigga, your ass gonna find yourself on the front end or outside. And yeah, you got family and friends, and yeah, you know because they situation going on. Just because they can't help you don't mean they fucked up. But this your emergency, nigga. This is your shit that happened to you. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up, but it's the reality, right? Just like that. See, a lot of people think that. They think that if they see a person who like homeless or some shit, they think this is a person who just fucked off all their money. You don't know. Sometimes it don't even be that. Sometimes life can happen to your ass. Like somebody, what if a person doing everything right, but somebody grab their bank account or some shit and just take their ass for a ride? Because your biggest time that you're gonna have money in your account is what? Around rent, right? Because you got to pay it. Normally the time that's your biggest expense. You go to get some gas at the gas station. Somebody got a scanner or some shit. Take your shit for a ride. Your credit. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, you trying to figure out what you don't even know what the fuck going on to your rent check bounce.
And then even then, I had a conversation with somebody with a conversation with somebody like this, and it's a situation of like they were biblical. Like these people were heavy, heavy into religion. God, everything happens for a reason. If God wanted you to have it, whoop-de-whoop. And I'm saying, but I said, here's the caveat that I have to that. So who was it in the Bible that he worshiped God? He was very well off. I want to say, was it Paul? Was it in the Bible that like he had everything and then God tested him and he lost it all?
You talking about Job?
Job. I don't know why I said Paul. I was reading about Paul.
Okay.
Job.
Yeah.
Job literally had it all. He had everything he could ever wanted in his life, and God took it all from him. For all those people out here saying like that biblically think it's okay for things to happen to people, God's going to test you. God's going to put you through trials and tribulations. But just because you go through those trials and tribulations doesn't mean that you don't deserve a little grace along the way.
Big facts. But see that God didn't test Job. He allowed the devil to test
Well,
him.
he allowed. Well,
But
God allowed the devil to test Job, which means God could have stopped it if he wanted to.
which I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes you gotta like I don't try to question God, but I be like, damn, bro, God. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. Here's the thing. What I had to learn too. A lot of people get caught up trying to be the main character. You are the main character in your own story, true. But sometimes you're not the main character in the whole story. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like if God would have delivered Job, we never would have had the story of Job.
Mm-hmm. If you don't go through if you don't go through that fire, if you don't go through that storm, you don't go through them trials and tribulations, how you gonna appreciate the good times? Because they ain't gonna be nothing but good times, and then the good times ain't gonna be good times no more. That's just gonna be what you expect.
And to add to that, a lot of people want that great legacy, but in order for it to be great legacy, you got to come through some great shit. But listen, in order for the story to be true, so it's a couple things that got to go on. So you ever listen? I ain't trying to crucify nobody, but you ever told a lie?
Of course.
You can't remember the lie right now.
But y'all know I told a couple.
But you can't remember the lie right now, though.
Nope.
Okay, so but you know what you can't remember? The truth. So in order for your shit to be true and to stand the test of time, that means you gotta go through that shit. Like if they say this nigga fought a tiger and won, nigga, you might have to fight a tiger. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like people be wanting this great legacy. Like I want to do this. I want to lead it. Yo, that means with great triumph, you gonna be tested, bro. Mm-hmm. That shit is required. Like, bro, if you do some shit that everybody can do, it ain't great, is it? It's just ordinary. It's just ordinary. If everybody can do this shit, it's not even worth mentioning. You know what I'm saying? So if you gonna do some shit that's gonna make people stop and talk about your name, right? That means you're gonna come through some shit that's gonna be so great that it's gonna demand that type of respect. Now, on the back end, like when you come all the way through the fire, you'll be like, damn. And I guarantee you, the version of the person that you are when you come through that fire, it's not gonna be the same person who was uncooked. Like that don't work that way. There's a chemical process that goes through the change. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole change that's gonna happen in order to become that person on the end. But like we always say before, like we talk about happiness, right? When a person imagine happiness, they think like they're gonna walk up on the shit, or like they're gonna take a plane there, or they, you know what I'm saying, take a like that's not how it happened. It's a state of mind, but in order for you to be who it is that you visualize, you gotta become that person. Like when you see that person who's happy and shit like that, who's all nigga, you gotta become that. In order for that dream to come true, you gotta become who it is that you visualize. When you see that person has been through some shit, that shit have been through some changes. A lot of times when you visualize that person, that's not who you see yourself as right now. So that means that you gotta do the internal work to get to be that person. If you gonna find yourself in that situation, you got to become who is in that situation. You get what I'm saying? That's the same with the law of the universe. Like we don't chase, we attract. Like you never chase some shit. If you looking for it to come to you, you become who it is who you see in that situation, and the rest of the situation will attract itself to you if that's who you in the situation. You know what I'm saying? But all that to say is, a lot of times people are real like. They don't be the brutal honest that they need from the side. And if you won't do it for yourself, right, who gonna do it for you?
Mm.
It's a part of growth. Like you can't. You're getting in the way of your own growth by like pitying you. And a lot of people pity themselves. What I mean by that is like you're not hitting your full potential. You know that. You know that. I ain't talking about what you tell people or what you try to put on. I'm talking about you know yourself. Like you feel disappointed in yourself type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that shit ain't gonna just like unfix itself. Like you know how that shit get fixed? Nigga, you gotta do it. Like Nike, you gotta do it. You gotta fix it. This shit ain't no secret to it. You know what I'm saying? I guess I mean some people they work backwards. Like Trump believed to fix a country, you gotta break it first. Other people feel like why we gotta break shit if we already got half of the pieces, we could just fix it. That was all the other presidents before him. You know what I'm saying? It was like, yo, we could just fix this shit that we had already been doing. You know what I'm saying? And I guess Trump just decided, we just gonna fuck this shit up, whatever it was. We just gonna trash it all down and just wash it down the drain with bleach and acid and make sure that this shit can't be put back together like it was before. I feel like America's coming to a point. I'm not trying to incite a riot, you know, even though our president tried to incite a coup. Like we all know that January 6th did happen. You know what I'm saying? Our Secretary of War, because I guess we don't go on the defense no more. We just go aggressive and we just commit fucking war crimes, right? That's what we're doing, right? I'm just trying to figure out like how far do we need to fall as a what's the word I'm looking for? As a society. You know what I'm saying? How far do we have to fall before we start to do anything? Because with the Supreme Court's latest bullshit here in Louisiana, I feel like when Trump's saying "Make America Great Again" with that shit that he just did, that felt like they just kind of pushed us closer toward that great shit that he talking about. I ain't talking about the great shit that we all. I'm not talking. See, because I think a lot of people now think that we were great before his ass got in there, compared to what the fuck we are now. We're not even fucking good no more. Can we just make America just okay? Can we just make America mediocre anymore? Like, can we at least get back to the just status quo? Because this shit right now here, yo, who the fuck wanted to be paying higher gas prices right now? Who wanted that shit last year? Who wanted that shit?
And people try to cope and be like, oh, things are going to get better and things are going to. I'm like, bro, shut up. Because, like, literally every analyst is talking at a point where, like, yo, we are in trouble. Like, we are not good. We're facing dire times. Like, bro, like, it's not good.
It's worse
We're
than that, bro.
Like we're facing let's talk about oil shortages and gas prices won't be down until maybe 2027. And it's like, look, we in trouble. Like we're not good.
I'm starting to wonder if we're the only ones who see it.
I don't believe shit they got to say about what's coming. I think a lot of people forget that all Trump has ever did is talk about what's coming. He ain't never, tomorrow ain't never came with this nigga. Ain't nothing. He hasn't delivered on shit, bro. Like so here's the thing. And we was talking about this shit the other week. It's like, yo, you see all these they say ex MAGA. I don't know if you can be ex MAGA. I'm just being real, because the reality situation is I feel like MAGA just exposed. It was just a code name for a group, a cult that hated for just the fucking sake of hate, to the point that they hated so much that it even affected them negatively, and even to the point that they don't even want to openly talk about the shit. They just stopped wearing their red fucking hats, just try to blend in with society. Ain't nobody gonna forget the shit that y'all motherfuckers said. Nobody. Some of the racist ass shit that people done said. Some of this, like, yo, the best thing that this shit did, the best thing that Trump did was for people to get to know who the like, yo, maybe people really needed to know who the fuck they was living next to. Maybe they need to really know who the fuck they was working with. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but shit, some of the best, like, people would be like, oh no, I never picked you as a like, yeah. Like, listen, because it's kind of hard. It's like, as this nigga kept, as his presidency continues, it's like, the longer you stay on his bandwagon just really shows like how corrupt morally your soul is. Like, it's yo, the pedophilia that didn't do it for you? No, that didn't do it. No, not the public berating of women. No. The fact that this pink faced motherfucker got the nerve to call somebody piggy is beyond me. This nigga, right? But no, that's not enough. Not the fact that he shit on himself in front of everybody. No, not the fact. Yo, wasn't Trump gonna release? Yo, can y'all pick a promise that Trump said he was gonna do? Just pick one. Just pick anyone and let's track it. Let's track it. Just pick anyone. Let's go back to the old ones, because didn't he say he was gonna release these files? This is like the oldest one, right? What about that war in Ukraine on day one? Did we still going on that? No? Because it's like we got a habit of just, we'll just let that one go. Yo, this pile of shit we just letting go has been everything this nigga done said. What about this ballroom? Because we're going to get to that shit here in a minute. Who the fuck wants a ballroom? Who the fuck wants to leave a house and go dance at the fucking White House? Anybody? Any fucking take? Yo, who in 2026? Not only is this some old people shit, nobody gives a fuck about this shit, right? And I'm just being real. Nobody woke up one day and said, you know what the fucking White House needs? I really wish the fucking, like, fuck all the homeless people I drove on the way to get to this motherfucker so we could take a tour. Fuck all them people. Fuck the gas prices. Fuck the schools, because the kids are getting fucking stupider because they're gutting the goddamn Department of Education. Ask your kid today to name 5 fucking states. Ask him. Ask him to do a fucking simple basic math. Ask him. Ask him to fucking think. Ask him what they did at school. They don't fucking know, because the teacher don't know, because they ain't teaching them how to think no more. Because Linda McMahon is the fucking head of goddamn education. What the fuck she gonna teach them? How to jump off a turnbuckle? Yo, I'm tired. I'm sick. I'm tired, bro. I'm fucking tired, bro. Because if the kids was the future, I mean, they fucked up right now, right? So this shit is serious, man. Wake the fuck up, yo. It's past fucking Megan and goddamn Clay. Who the fuck cares? It's time to wake the fuck up, yo. Like, when, like at this point, how long you niggas gonna stay asleep?
Like,
you know what I'm saying? Like, for real.
It's a situation. So, and I can only speak for our people. Yo, as like our people, we gotta do better. Like, there really is no excuse on why the turnout we had. Oh well, as a people, a lot of us didn't vote. We're past that now. Like, this is where we at. This is what we're doing. This is what's happening. Cool. Now that we're here, we have a lot of people have the stance. This ain't got nothing to do with us
at all.
We're gonna, and here's the thing.
Everything got to do with us.
I feel where you're coming from. Like, I understand. We tried to tell the other people that voted for, they did the same thing to our people. We see what's coming. Don't do it. But y'all had to find out the hard way. But hey, as a culture, Black people,
I think we're
we
past
can't.
that.
We can't. Well, I'm just saying, we can't sit around and be like, this has nothing to do with us when all of the decisions that are being made are directly affecting us still. Oh, just because I didn't vote for Trump doesn't mean that the gas prices ain't gonna go up for me. It don't work that way. Just because I didn't vote for Trump don't mean that things are going to get more expensive for me. It doesn't work that way. I understand the sentiment that we tried to warn them and it didn't, cool. But that rhetoric and that mindset will never get anything done.
Well, and I want to point.
Y'all living in the same mess. We're all going to live in the same mess.
I was just about to say I want to point something out, right? Because we humans beings are hypocritical, right? Because on one hand, you got some black community saying, right, well, this ain't our fight. You know what I'm saying? I always said a black person don't have no place in the military. I feel like you shouldn't fight for a country that won't fight for you. You ain't gotta die. You ain't gotta go nowhere to die when they'll kill you right here just for wearing your skin outside. I say that shit again. You know what I'm saying? Prove me the fuck wrong. I'm sorry, right? But I will say this: one day, it's not about the military, because I say I support soldiers. I think every war is stupid. I feel like war is a bunch of young people dying behind a bunch of old people bullshit. Because I feel like if the two motherfuckers had a problem would go outside, and whoever came back inside was the person who won, the shit would go whichever way they went, right? Because some of these people, when they push the points that they stand on, they don't even believe in it. Like we got a president just sent our soldiers off to war, but his kids is playing with goddamn Bitcoin and shit. They never gonna touch one of them guns. They never gonna be in the vicinity one of them guns get busted for the shit that their daddy said. You know what I'm saying? It's a difference. But on top of that, I feel like this. It's time for the bird itself. So just, you know what I'm saying? We need to do something with the bird. The bird is the problem. It's not the left. It's not the right. Because I've always suspected, and this is what I was saying before. Yo, the left and the right, they present themselves as enemies to us so that we believe that we have some kind of control. This is why I feel like a lot of people didn't vote. This is why I personally didn't give a fuck about voting. Because I'm not stupid. I can see that the left and the right are part of the same fucking bird. They're the same bird. It's the same. I don't give a fuck what color this side got and what side this got. It's the same bird. They got the same brain. Both of their job is to govern and to tell you what they should do with your money. I feel like if you give people their money, maybe they could do what they want to do with their money. They keep taxing us more and more and more. But when's the last time you felt like you got anything out of your tax money? Most people just know they got to pay taxes. They don't even know they taxes is what built the roads that they driving on. They don't know that their taxes are supposed to go to the roads that they keep fucking their car up on that pothole, that keep fucking up their car, that they've been fucking up their car for the last 7-8 years, that their taxes are supposed to be fixing those roads. So they don't go to town, they don't go to the city council and voice their opinion. They don't go to get to know they state representatives. They don't know who their senators are. They don't understand how a bill gets passed. And they're not teaching that shit in class either, because as long as they don't teach that shit, that information gets forgotten. And then shit just is the way it is. Like, look at what we're looking at now. Today we went backwards. Today we went backwards. We are closer to Jim Crow. Some shit that we heard about when we was kids, we should have never saw. We just went backwards. We went back before MLK got killed. We went backwards. And nobody's alarmed. Nobody gives a fuck. It's not real yet. Because they don't even understand what the long-term effects of this situation is. They're so busy about Megan back to being a hoe, Megan and Cardi back outside popping their pussy and shit. And if that sounds stupid, it should fucking sound stupid. It's supposed to sound stupid. It's supposed to fucking sound stupid. While y'all worried about that kind of dumbass shit, the president's playing with our money.
With your life.
Well, y'all worried about, who is Meg gonna be twerking for and what is Clay doing? Is he gonna keep it? While y'all worried about all that stupid ass shit, gas prices is going up. The food is getting scarce. Do you understand that a lot of people depend on like their food and shit? They coming through them services like DoorDash and shit like that. If those businesses depend on gas, what do you think the fucking price of those services do? If they make money on the food on the app, and that means that food go up too. right? If gas go up, that means to make anything moves is more expensive, including to get your food on your plate. But keep worried about what Boosie just said. When that nigga ever, bro, this shit pissed me off, bro. We passed this. We passed this, y'all. We passed this. It's time to wake the fuck up, yo. We passed this, yo. And some of y'all got fucking kids. They don't fucking know. That's shit they should be worried about. Your responsibility is to make sure they straight. How the fuck you gonna make sure they straight when you don't even give a fuck if you straight? You don't even know if you straight. These people are actively making laws against you to disenfranchise minorities. Look, they already got melanated people out of here in a big swoop when they was going for the Latin people. They just throw a different label on it, and look how dumb people got. Yo, them Hispanics think they better than every goddamn body. Fuck them, nigga. Them your people, them your brothers and sisters. They just fucking grew up in a different part of the goddamn earth than you did. Those are your brothers and sisters. Have you ever been to Mexico? No. No, see y'all out here celebrating Cinco de Mayo. It's about to be the 5th of May. You don't even know what the fuck the Battle of Pueblo was. But you want to talk about the Hispanics. You want to talk about how other people think and how we suffer. You know why I'm going to say this shit you know why black people suffer so long here? It's us. It's in a way. It ain't, they doing, the white people is doing the conniving shit. I'm not saying this to every white person. Yeah, they doing this shit. But you know what? Sometimes it got so bad with us in the last fucking half century, they can step back. The KKK don't have to run roads no more. Because while we all turn around and be like, oh, this is not our fight, right? Y'all be like, this is not our fight because we been broke. We know what to do. We just gonna come. Y'all ain't came together yet. What the fuck is you talking about? So you mean to tell me when the world go to shit, that's when everybody gonna get together? When everybody right now got more than they gonna have when nobody ain't got shit, y'all gonna get together when we got less. Stop bullshitting, man. Run that shit to somebody else. It's time to get serious, man. These people done got serious on us. You know what I'm saying? Look, man, look. They be like, yo, the nigga is tripping. No, I'm not tripping. Your ass gonna be tripping when everybody else is prepared and you stuck and it's you that's trying to figure out what the fuck going on because you couldn't read the signs because you was too busy with World Star or what Vlad got to fucking say. Dude, that shit is nothing, bro. It's called entertainment. You know, entertainment is a form of propaganda. I don't know if y'all know that. You know why niggas... I'm gonna explain something to y'all. And maybe this will help y'all. This will help y'all get it. You ever seen a nigga in jail on Facebook flexing money? And you wonder, this nigga don't fucking get it. Y'all don't get what I'm saying? What's wrong with that picture?
Yeah. He glorified being locked up, whereas he glorified being locked up. He ain't got no freedom. He thinks it's freedom, but it's freedom in a cage, so it's not freedom at all.
You know the easiest way.
These children feel like that's okay. That's the goal.
You know,
it'll be all right, even if you locked up.
You know what's the easiest way to control the population? Make them forget that they're under control. Some of these jails got PS5s and Xboxes in them.
Real, that's crazy, ain't it?
Niggas ain't even worried. Niggas more worried about mixing their turn on the game than getting the fuck out. Just fucking lost. Just fucking lost. Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Yo, just fucking lost. Niggas in jail talking about get with a jailhouse nigga. We got money. Nigga, you in jail. The neighborhood is fucking your girl. Before and after visitation. Nigga, you got those. Bro, niggas is lost. Niggas is lost. Bro, niggas is missing it. What the fuck are we doing? This the other dumbass shit. Niggas say some shit like, nah, bro, I ain't finna go I ain't finna go work for $9 an hour, but you finna go to jail and do them goddamn license plates for free. The fuck are we doing?
And still come out owing.
And fuck the shit they took from you, because you don't even count the shit they really took from you. What they really took from you was the time with your family. Like, how about when you was locked up and your mama them died? How about when you got locked up, you had kids, and when you got out, they grown people, and now you trying to build a relationship. You like some nigga that was in jail that they just heard of. They can't give you enough money for that. Yo, we got it. Yo, and your friends who gonna send your ass out there to crash out to do that dumbass shit, them ain't your homeboys. There's some other lost ass niggas. If you got 6 niggas who you can call up at any time and y'all can just hang out all day on the street club, I can show you 6 niggas who ain't going nowhere. Quick.
Yeah, you need better friends.
Most of the time, I can't get all my friends on the phone because most of them at work. We got different schedules and shit. It's hard to line that shit up. Everybody's trying to get them some fucking money. You know how hard it is to make this shit happen on a Thursday? This shit crazy. Yo, you are your company. If 10 of y'all niggas ain't talking about shit, you the 11th nigga ain't talking about shit, bro. So all I'm saying is, yo, what we doing? Niggas more worried about what the fuck going on in World Star than what's going on in the politics. Yo, when niggas say shit like, oh, I don't talk about the same niggas, bro, the gangsters, right? When you ask them like, so who you voting for? Nigga, I don't do that weak ass shit. Oh, okay. Then you just complain about your wage. You tired of making nothing, right? I bet you ain't know that your state representatives can work on that for you, huh? You know that? You just gonna complain about the shit for the next 10, 15 years?
They should be scared to say that shit regardless, because they have children that's going to grow up in the same environment with these same people making the same rules that's going against them.
And this is all I'm saying. Stop voting against you. Like, yo, we got people who just vote out here voting against interest. Yo, niggas be happy to show. That's the other thing too. Them niggas is just as bad as the niggas who proud to show they I just voted sticker, but it can't tell you who the fuck they voted for.
Or what they who they voted for, what they voted for, the implication that it's gonna have on them directly, socially, economically. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they just be out here. And
it's called adulting, bro. It's called adulting. Niggas, like, yo, it's called like, you gotta eat, bro. It's called adulting, bro. I like playing the game too, but sometimes, nigga, you need to figure out what the fuck going on with the world around you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's called adult. Like, you owe yourself, bro. Here's the crazy part about it. I'm not trying to sound like I'm scolding nobody. This is yourself telling you that you're doing a disservice to yourself. It's people out here making decisions on your behalf who don't even know your fucking name. They don't know your mama. They don't know her ailments. They don't know your kids, the struggles they go through. They don't know about how your heart skip was goddamn beat every time. They don't know none of that shit, but they out here making decisions on your behalf. Some of them, when you hear about decisions they made, you be like, nigga, who did you do that for? You ain't do that shit for me. Yeah, they did on your behalf because you voted for them, or you didn't, which is just the same. Now, here's the thing. Let's get to this other part. I feel like a lot of people, like myself included, felt like, you know what? I don't want to waste my time voting because a lot of times I got to take time off of my job. I already got hard shit. I already got shit going on. I can't afford to miss a couple hours to go stand in line at some shit, which I feel like your job should give you time to go vote. Paid. I feel like it's some shit that everybody should participate in. It should be some shit that you got to make a decision about. You should be able to voice your fucking opinion. That's what I feel like. You know what I'm saying? But if they ask me to pay every motherfucker for it, I'm going to tell you, hey, you better get how you get it. You know what I'm saying? But all I say is, look, I feel like a lot of people, and myself included, felt like I don't want to waste my time voting because it don't count no way. Right? Like, whoever's supposed to win in this setup is going to win. Right? Some people, like, I can see how you can feel that's valid. I can see how you can feel that's valid. But this is where I'm coming to. If you truly feel like that, and I feel like a lot of people feel like if Trump fuck around, if the Republicans fuck around and win this goddamn election in November, I think we're gonna get that civil war these motherfuckers been aching for. I'm dead ass. Because I don't know who believes that Republicans are winning this goddamn election. This midterm. Other than the fucking Republicans. If you're gonna run on the merit, see, you gotta understand something. Most presidents, when they run on the midterm elections, they be able to say, look, I can show you, I said I was gonna do this and I did this. Or if you look at since I got here, this is going up and this is good. What the fuck Trump gonna say? What he gonna say? Anybody got a suggestion what the nigga could say to make you vote for him? The fuck is he gonna say?
He ain't did nothing but cause confusion and disarray.
So what he gonna run on? So why would he win? They ain't never had to do this goddamn gerrymandering shit till this nigga knew he was gonna lose. That's why the Supreme Court had to rule in it. When this shit hasn't been ruled, they haven't touched on this shit since 1965. They already know he gonna lose. That's what this shit is. How we gonna figure out a way to tell these people that they won, that Trump still somehow won? Niggas ain't going for that. And it's not just niggas. That's the thing about it. It's also see. This is what I was getting at earlier. People don't let labels convince them that their neighbor is inferior. People don't let labels convince them that their neighbor don't live and bleed and eat just like you. People don't let them convince that their neighbors are the ones that want to see them in a detrimental position. People are convinced that they like low IQ people have actually believed it. They believe this shit. And that's how we ended up with deporting all these different motherfucking people. You understand what I'm saying? Like, think about it. They can't get one group to get together and just if all the melanated people got together and back one candidate, we just we all decided we're gonna put these particular people in office and vote everybody out. That'd be a dangerous motherfucker. So they got it. They have to divide and conquer. They have to keep you. That's why they went after one group. Remember, I kept saying when ICE was doing all this dumbass shit, I was like, y'all remember the Hangman poem? I was like, first they come in and they target one group, and people like, I ain't worried about it because it's not me, it's them. It ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm minding my business. All right, they got one group out the way. Then they go for another group. By the time they get to your group, you'll be looking around looking for somebody to help you. But you ain't say shit, and they done got everybody the fuck up out of here. It's just you now. You might as well go with the motherfucking flow, because bitch, you next. And that's what's going on. Look at the farmers. Look at Latinos for Trump. Look at everybody. This is what I don't understand. I don't understand how there could be a single person loyal to Trump. Because he has shown you time and time again, bitch, you got an expiration date. As soon as you don't serve Trump interests, bye-bye.
He done did it to his own people.
This is what I'm saying. I don't know why these motherfuckers think they special. They think, oh no, he wouldn't do that to me. Bitch, why? Don't you bleed? The fuck is you talking about? Trump don't give a fuck about you. Trump don't give a fuck about the niggas named Trump. He don't care about, bro, he don't care about you.
Had them calling threats on that one lady who was backing him from the gate.
Marjorie Taylor Greene?
Yep.
And if he could do that to her, come on, man. You think, man, come on, man. Come on, you're not that special. There's not a person on this earth that got something that's special enough. The only person that's holding anything special to Trump is the motherfucker who got the unredacted Epstein files. That's it. That's the only time you're gonna get that kind of goddamn consideration. Now let's get to the meat and potatoes of the night episode. This goddamn White House Correspondence dinner. How in the whole fuck do a nigga even get a gun in the zip code of all them motherfucking people? This wasn't just any old group of people. We talking about the fucking president, Eagle 1. We talking about the fucking vice president, Eagle 2. You got to speak
he
to the
said he
house.
went in there the day before that they were smart enough to have security in there a couple days before. That as soon as he realized where they were gonna be, he booked his hotel.
Man,
that don't
ain't nobody
sense.
going for that shit, man.
That don't make sense.
Just saying what was said. I didn't say I believed it or it was true.
No.
Trump also said he wasn't in them files.
I'm not saying that about you. I'm just saying in general. I'm not saying what you're saying isn't making sense. Just the overall scheme of it doesn't make sense.
Right.
The other day, when Air Force One goes into an airport, they shut the entire airport down.
They do.
And nobody can even come there, fly there, nothing.
They do.
Until whatever their work is done. So how can you make me believe that the president was going to be somewhere and somebody was able to book a hotel room or whatever and wait in advance for him to show up to try to see that?
This is what I'm trying to tell you. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Oh, we got Peach in the house. Shout out Peach. He said Mark Henry hasn't said shit in 30 minutes. He eating good right now. That's crazy.
What's up? What's wrong? What's wrong?
Violence. Yo.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? I can never just chill.
He said some sort of Oriental dish, rice, baby. That's crazy. He said, yeah, that's right.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that rice. Yeah, that's rice. He said, wonder what protein he got with that rice. Probably chicken. This nigga going in on your shit, bro. He all in your he all in your dish, bro.
All in my plate. It ain't even rice. It's hamburger helper.
Damn, boy. On mama. Hey, he was breaking your shit down. But all I'm saying is, Sweet Tea, I'm right there with you. I done been in the vicinity of presidents before, and let me tell you, there was a lot of indications that this shit at this White House dinner was fake. For one, the girl that was crawling up behind them, trying to get behind the goddamn curtains, the one in the sparkly dress, you can't miss her.
Yeah.
Her ass would have got flipped. She was too close. You don't understand. When Secret Service come in there like that to get him, yo, I know she was trying to get down and all that shit, but y'all seen the way they tackled his ass? Yo, anybody who was in that vicinity that looked like they was trying to get closer to prayer, well, they got flipped. They flipped girls. I don't want to say they flipped children, but shit. With the Secret Service, bro, they take that shit. Well, they used to take that shit real fucking serious. For real. Other shit I seen. They got JD Vance first. I don't think y'all understand me. Yes, the vice president is supposed to be the successor to the White House if something happens to the president. But the goal is to not let nothing happen to the fucking president.
He needs his photo op.
Yeah. Shout out to the nigga who had to jump on top of that shit bag diaper and smush that shit into Trump's ass, because you know that's what the fuck happened. That nigga fell. He got up and fell. Yo, what's up with the cop? What's up with the RoboCop that jumped out in front and just put his leg over a table like he was looking for? I'm just thinking if somebody was actually in there with a gun, yo, he would have been the first one hit. I don't know, bro. Like, but just so y'all understand something, they apprehended the motherfucker with the gun outside the motherfucking room, like some ways away. They didn't have to come in there and do all that shit. The reason why they did that shit is so they could turn around and say, this is why we need this ballroom because what? Why did y'all pick the same motherfucking hotel that Nixon got shot at in broad daylight? This sounds to me like it was a planned event. Like when Nixon got shot. Yeah, when Nixon got shot, it exposed a security flaw. The nigga had, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could get a clear, open motherfucking shot. And they knew, listen, there's one thing if they didn't know this shit. The fact that the shit already happened, it's like this, you would think there'd even be more increased security. Y'all let it, the fact that a nigga was able to get a gun even in the same hotel that the president was in, who didn't have a badge,
is wild work.
I got two questions. First, Cash Patel, what the fuck are you looking at?
Somebody need to be fired.
I'm just saying, with them big ass eyes, nigga, what the fuck are you looking at? Ain't this your job to worry about this kind of shit?
He was drunk.
I'm just saying. Point me if I'm wrong. Let a nigga know. Ain't you just head of FBI? Maybe if he would have dropped some information in the locker room, your ass would have found it next to some beers or some shit. But again, with them big ass eyes, what the fuck are you looking at? For real. Inquiring minds want to goddamn it know. Because bitch, your ass is interested. Anyway. Yo, so that's that. Right? But then the other thing is, for all the niggas that was armed and supposedly ready to go, I just feel like if you was to properly vet everybody who was around the event, you wouldn't have to need all the motherfucking armed ass people like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I seen people who had guns and shit. Like, they look like they was real soldiers out there. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? All this over Trump's stinky ass? And then he gotta be the luckiest. Like I ain't trying to be funny, but damn, nigga, you had 2 attempts in less than 2 years, and you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, who wants to go to jail? Like all I'm saying is, if you commit to doing some shit like this, right? And I'm not saying that you should, right? Because apparently they're trying to go after James Comer for saying some shit right before an attempt was made. But Caroline Leavitt had just said that shots was gonna be fired prior to the event. Y'all seen that shit, right? Y'all ain't see that? When they asked him about the White House Correspondence dinner, and they said Trump is gonna be there in fashion, and they said it's gonna be he's gonna be telling jokes and shit. They said shots will be fired. She said that shit. Y'all know that? Oh, I think we got time for a field trip. Hold on.
I love field trips.
Depends where we going.
Yeah, I'm finna show you something right quick. I'm finna show you something right quick. Hold on.
Still get nowhere. We solved that. We started with a simple dialer, connected direct.
White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt made a chilling remark minutes before gunshots rang out at the White House Correspondence Association dinner.
Hold on, I'm gonna bring y'all in so y'all could see the whole thing, the whole shebang. You know what I mean? Hold on. Sorry, trying to get this. Yeah, I just feel like these people be playing in our face, man, and I'm just over it. Right? This shit is crazy. And keep in mind, y'all, she said this shit prior to the event. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's the real big thing. You gotta keep in mind. All right, here we go.
Dinner. President Donald Trump, Melania Trump, several cabinet members, and other top White House
I'm trying to
officials
get to where she
rushed
actually
out
said
of the
this
White
shit.
House
Hold on.
Correspondence dinner after what sounded like gunfire at the Washington.
All right, never mind. They gonna make this bigger than what it is. Hold on, I'm trying to actually get to the clip where she said it so y'all can hear her say it. And they didn't even include the clip. All that shit and didn't even include the clip. She didn't say it like that. She was standing outside. All right, hold on, y'all. In the meantime, carry on. I'm gonna find this clip for y'all right quick. Hold on. Said shots will be fired. Here she go. This is where she said it. Oh, okay. All right. Got it. Appreciate y'all patience. I got it right now. I'm gonna bring it up for you. All right. Everybody can see. We good? Everybody in there?
Yeah.
All right. Here we go.
He is ready to rumble. And I will tell you, this speech tonight will be classic Donald J. Trump. It'll be funny. It'll be entertaining. There will be some shots fired tonight in the row.
You don't say. Well,
Case of can't keep your mouth shut. That's what happens when you've been practicing all week. Excited for the big production. I don't think that was a Freudian slip. I think that she said it slipped, and she had to roll with it. And shit happened from where it was. I just think it's ironic that the judge ordered that the Trump administration had to stop construction on his ballroom before until they got approval from Congress to build it. And instead of him, making a deck and talking to Congress about getting approval, he just decided that he needed this emergency so that he could excuse why this motherfucking ballroom needed to be built. Now keep in mind, I want y'all to understand something. The bunker is already there. All right, so it's not him saying like, hey, we need to build this bunker for security. The bunker's already there. It's been there. He just wants this fucking ballroom. This is Trump wanted his name on some shit, like always. Oh, but it's not even that. I think it's deeper than that, y'all. I think he wants this ballroom approved so he can continue to launder his money. Because I'm gonna ask you the same shit I've been asking you guys for like about a year now. Where's the money? Where's the fucking money? Where's any of it? Where's any of the money? Any of it? Any of it? Find any of it, please. Any of it.
I'm trying to figure out how the court just stepped in and stopped him after he done tore down a part of the White House. Like after he tore down.
Anybody else would have done this shit would be in jail. Fuck jail. They would be in prison. They would have made a prison for this nigga in front of the White House so people could so people could see their ass if they ever thought about knocking down some shit again. But not Trump. Apparently in this country, the unspoken truth is you can have enough money to get away with anything.
And there is the caveat in the situation.
That's the truth. That's what this is all about. Let's be honest about it. That's what all of this shit is about, including the Epstein files. It's about, in this country, the unspoken truth is you can have enough money to get away with anything as long as you have enough money. Now, here's the thing. Criminals already know this. Big time drug dealers and shit like this, yeah, they sold their drugs, but they always had a lawyer. They always had a retainer. They always had a lawyer because they knew they was going to get caught eventually. They have a great money. They get a lawyer, some lawyer who's great at this kind of shit. Because that's the other thing too. When you're not a hard criminal, you think every lawyer is a lawyer. No, you got some lawyers. The real good lawyers, they know what laws to break, not to break. They know what laws they can bend. That's what you're paying for. You're paying for the knowledge of them knowing which laws are gonna get your ass off. You don't think I'm telling the truth? Think about it. Think about the people who fought murder cases. Ask them how much money they spent on the murder cases.
Dummy racks.
Yeah. That you, yo, when you do certain crime, like big crime, that shit come with a, you know what I'm saying? Them niggas know. Them niggas who them real criminals who got real records and shit, they know that shit costs money. Them niggas got money. They know what time it is. That shit costs. That's why you gotta get. That's why you gotta be careful with fucking with people out here. Cause some people they already know it's gonna be like 17 grand for assault. There's no reason they should know that. You get what I'm saying? Like them kind of niggas, you gotta be careful for it. Like them niggas don't give a fuck about that shit. They thinking about what they gonna move to get the money to bail out. Cause they going. You know what I'm saying? We've really gotten to a place where I feel like we've lowered the bar so much that nothing has any structure anymore. And that's how we've been able to end up with the society that we have now. We got a Secretary of War. Like, yo, I hate saying that shit. Secretary of War is an oxymoron because secretary implies that, bitch, you're not the boss. You want to be the Secretary of War. You want to be the secretary. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's like a subordinate to a powerful position. You want to be the Secretary of War. You're still the secretary.
They is over there making up shit, okay? They're making up jobs for people that they don't want to completely fire. And keeping people on the payroll, they got these secrets. That's what it is. I'm listening.
Yeah. It's like Trump ran on it. You know what? I know. You know how I know Trump did that shit in the Epstein files? I'm gonna show you why. This nigga ran his whole campaign on exactly what a whole base wanted to hear and kept none of the promises. If that don't sound like a predator, you understand what I'm saying? They did enough research to know exactly what to tell a group of people to get their vote. Whole time knowing that he was going to do exactly the opposite. He know he can't tell them the shit that he want to do because they not going to vote for him. So he tell a whole group, which I'm going to be honest with you, it's like if they wasn't so just down just rotten, you could almost feel sorry for MAGA because you ever I don't like picking on unintelligent people. You know what I'm saying? That's like picking on a slow person. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not calling I'm calling them slow, slow to think, slow to process. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to call it slow. What I'm saying is, if everybody in the room can read the temperature and everybody can determine that this motherfucker ain't got them all, and then somebody chooses to manipulate that individual to get over on them, that's a piss poor motherfucking human being. That's a predator. And once a predator, always a fucking predator. That's what I'm saying. That's how I know he did the shit. You mean to tell me just how he did them grown ass people? He didn't do no kids like that? The grown people gonna fight back. The kids ain't. He a creature of habit. That nigga did that shit. All of it. Every word. Even some of the shit that your ass don't. You know what's truly alarming is even for the shit that they let leak in the Epstein files, it still ain't half of the files. Whatever's in that other half is so damning that they're willing to do anything, including roll back the goddamn vote, roll back civil rights to stop people from asking about it. What did he do? Did he eat somebody? Because, I'm being honest with the shit that we already know. I don't even know if we can really even be surprised. Is there anything that you can hear from that Trump might have did that could surprise you now? Every day is like a brand new episode of The Apprentice. This nigga get up and say some more shocking shit.
Just even from the redacted files and just things that said that were done, it would take a lot to surprise me. Because unborn fetuses in like pond, rivers, lakes, whatever, like, bro. I don't know. It's just wild. And that's the redacted ones.
The crazy
measuring with their fingers, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
The crazy part is, you know that this shit is true because this nigga said, he ran on a slogan that said, "Make America Great Again," meaning like he remember a time when it was better than this. And I'm trying to remember, at what point in history would you find better than this? Nigga, most people start their memory like we talking about like our current day. They'll go back maybe as far as the Great Depression and start going forward, right? So we done went through the whole civil rights movement. MLK got shot. We had the black rights movements, the civil rights movements, which didn't even just affect us. The civil rights movements also opened the door for women's rights. Yeah, I think a lot of people forget that women couldn't even fucking vote.
Our great again, which we've never had a great period in history thus far. Their great is totally different, and I always believe that the great that they were talking about is slavery.
Yeah, they think, and listen, I ain't trying to be funny, but I keep trying to tell them, we is not them. Yo, the nigga species has evolved. You ain't gonna never see that type of nigga there is extinct. Yeah, I don't think you understand. Us niggas will take every bitch off the planet before we go back in slavery. It ain't happening.
I'm trying to tell you.
That shit. Yo, fuck that shit he talking about. Like, this is when you need the serious. Listen, please believe me when I tell you. Don't die behind this nigga and that shit, because you will surely die behind trying this shit like that. Niggas is not going. Niggas don't even want to go to jail. You think you gonna put a nigga on the plantation? Niggas got Glocks and switches and shit. Do you realize that shit? Niggas are just a sure check out and take a couple with them before they. Niggas is not going. Don't let this shit confuse you, because Mike Johnson up there making all these fucked up ass. Niggas is not going. Listen, so I think what's going on is right now there's just not enough awareness of the rowdy niggas. What I mean by that is these niggas off doing their ghetto shit. They doing whatever the fuck they doing, right? They trying to get some pussy. They trying to get some money. You know what I'm saying? They smoking whatever. Niggas is distracted. You don't want niggas like the rowdy niggas to get political. Because I'm going to tell you something a lot of people don't. I don't know if you realize. You know your thugs and shit like that? The niggas that people throw away and shit? If those people, that's misguided aggression. If those kids was actually brought up in a culture that was structured, that would be your military.
They don't even realize.
That would be your military. What's up?
We don't even realize as people that this system that they have set up. It didn't just start. It's been going on for a long time. We can thank them. And a lot of the situations they put people in that got people out here with these young kids that are on the streets not doing absolutely not what they like. Think education ain't important. Out here fighting each other, so they doing their job for them for the most part. Because they killing each other and they don't even understand why they mad at each other.
They ain't gotta police you if you're gonna do it for them, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. Like. Do you know what the antidote is to that poison? Education. Goddamn education. That's it. But how grandma gonna teach mama if grandma is 36 and mama is 20 and you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is she gonna teach her? What is she gonna teach her? Where's the person teaching them about annuities and about life insurance, about setting themselves up to make sure they can own some shit? Because that's also shit that you should know. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but I know we teach each other how to like survive, but there's more to life than surviving. Some of us, that's all we know. We ain't never came out of survival mode. You ain't never got into preparation mode, like where you're actually like building a life, not just reacting to the shit that happened to you. You ain't never had like actual family planning, like talking about estates and trust and what comes after you die. Who gonna bury you after you die? Some of y'all don't even know. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, some people don't even think about that. They don't even think about, yo, if I die, what's gonna happen? They don't even think that the people that they're around don't know what to do with their body when they die. Some people don't even know that their friends, their homies, they could die in front of their friends and their homies will actually just get up and walk off. This motherfucker won't even call the goddamn ambulance. Who gonna take care of you if you don't take care of you?
And the stuff that we need to be knowing in school, they don't teach us, and they changing schools up. They're taking things out and not adding the stuff that we need, and they just leave people undereducated or just not educated at all.
And then they doing this shit on purpose so they could take advantage of your kids. Like, I ain't trying to be funny, but if you don't teach, like, this is what I be trying to say. Listen, education start at home. School is supplemental. Like, it's not primary. School, they supposed to touch on some shit, but you supposed to make sure that your kids know it at home. I'm not saying this is like, I'm not supposed to say like, this is like, oh, like people like, oh, you don't know, you ain't got, you know what I'm saying, you don't have kids, you don't get that. It's not that. What I'm saying is, I understand that life is happening to you, but so is life happening to them kids. They get older, and if you don't make sure they know it, when they grow up and don't know it, it's you that did a disservice to them, not everybody else. Because you're the parent. You mean to tell me that your teachers, the teachers is gonna love your kids more than you? The teachers got 25 kids in the motherfucking classroom. How he or she supposed to give every one of them kids the actual education that they need? They're not. They're gonna touch on some shit while a little bit of time that they got in it. And most of the time it's 8 hours in the daytime. But if you want them kids to know, if you want them to really know, if you want them to know why they know, so that they understand and they can actually apply the concept, that shit it take more than 8 hours. 8 hours to learn some shit ain't shit. Even training at work they give you 3-4 months to learn some shit. How the fuck you imagine the kids gonna learn the shit in 8 hours? But while they busy or doing whatever, they not in your face. I get it, y'all. Life, especially when you have responsibilities, it's not always about convenience and it's not always pleasurable. But the thing about responsibility is you do it because it's what you're required to do. You do it because what you're obligated to do, and you do it even when you don't feel like doing it. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Bringing a kid into the world right now, it's hard. Mm-hmm. This is the word. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but yo, this is honestly, I would feel sad because in this life, like, I'm one of them people who I always felt like it was kind of weird that people cry at death and celebrate birth. I'm gonna tell you why. I know that sounds fucked up, but I'm gonna tell you why. In this world, if you a body, like a human being, you're gonna go through betrayal, you're gonna go through pain, you're gonna go through heartache, you're gonna go through loss. You're gonna learn the hard lessons in life. You're gonna get sick. These are things that's promised to you. Like, you're gonna go back to the earth. This is just what it is. But when a person leaves this earth, they don't get sick no more. Mm-hmm. You don't have to worry about if they're in a situation that's unfavorable. You don't have to worry about if they're safe. You don't have to worry about them getting sick. You don't have to worry about, you get what I'm saying? So there's some people on this earth, like, There's Egyptians that actually they cry at birth, they mourn at birth, they celebrate at death. It's a different concept. I'm not saying that you should be sad that somebody that you got new life, but it's more so for future sight. They understand that this individual that they just given birth to is going to be one day be a full grown individual with responsibilities and the task of navigating this world. And it's different personalities. It's different situations. It's different temperaments. The unfairnesses. But also with those things comes the experience of joy. If you're lucky to love somebody at some point, to receive the love back, if you have kids, you'll understand what it is to have unconditional love. Even when it's hard, because shit, life itself is hard. Like we talked about it before. Like everybody be like, "I love you." I ain't really interested in when motherfuckers tell me they love me necessarily. I want, like, you know how I know you love me? Show me. I ain't saying that you got to go out there and suffer for me, but what I'm saying is in those moments when I'm intolerable, in those moments that you feel like when most people abandon me, when I'm going through the identity crisis in my life, when I'm trying to figure out who I am, be around. That's how you see what love is. Don't judge me. Don't backstab me, talk behind my back. That's love. It's not so easy to do when it comes time to put the work in. You know what I'm saying? That's different. Because the thing about love is not everybody is taught it. Because not everybody has experienced it. And then there's the miracle of people who have never experienced it, but have the definition of it. That's so amazing that they inspired a thought in a generation who never knew it before. That's what I feel like what happened in the 1960s and everything that happened until we got to like the 1980s and 1990s, like right after the crack epidemic at the 1970s. I felt like there was this positive movement, especially with the American progression. We went from the civil rights to women have been able to vote, to crack hit, and then we had hip hop, and then poverty, and then what the fuck happened? The shit got off the fucking brick. Yo, why haven't we really made no progress since like 1970? I'm not talking about the internet. The internet came through in the 1990s. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of y'all remember AOL. Bitch, you got mail. I'm not talking about that. It seems like the more technology we got, the dumber we got too. Because even back then, you could talk to motherfuckers and they was really progressive. They actually knew what was going on in their community. Matter of fact, the songs that used to come out back then. You had Marvin Gaye, "What's Going On?" Right? Tupac, everybody was more conscionable, more present in what was happening in the world. It wasn't so much about me. It was more about we. What happened to that? What happened to that? What happened to the music right after 2000? I ain't trying to be funny, but right after Bad Boy. Everybody know that. Everybody remember Chingy and all that shit, man. One Call Away and
That's
shit.
when you do that right there, right there.
What happened? How did we get from that to drill music? Talk about how many ops you gonna slide on and shit.
It's the craziest thing ever.
So there's actually been a study done.
Mm-hmm.
When drill music started to become more popular, test scores started dropping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's made up. Hey.
Yup. And there's a correlation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna be honest with you, a lot of times violence occurs when opportunities of advancement are non-existent. When people feel like their way of advancement is that they have to resort to violence, that's when you get a lot of violence, like robbery and shit like that. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you get a neighborhood where everybody got money, everybody working, it's gonna have a low crime rate because How am I gonna be worried about what the fuck you got when I'm worried about grabbing my own shit? Everybody eating. Now, if I take like 5 or 6 mansions and put them right around the corner from the hood, right? You got a bunch of mansions. The lights are always on. You see people in the windows eating all good. They're feasting and shit. And on the other side of the fence, you got people. They stomachs been growling for the last week. Their lights just got cut off. You know what I'm saying? The water is trash. In the neighborhood, it's always stank. It's getting cut off every other day. The jobs is shit. They you know what I'm saying? The only thing available is doing some shit that nobody really wants to do. You know what I'm saying? Or like I could either go work there, or I could see if this mansion open real quick, and me and my family could eat for about a month. You get what I'm saying? It's not justifying anything, but it's just saying like, yo, I'm gonna be real with you. I don't understand how we got billionaires and homeless people in the same world. How much money do you need? Like I'm just being real. Like, how the fuck we got billionaires and homeless people in the same world? There's not enough money to go around.
And for anybody that sits there and be like, I know a way I could spend $1 billion, you don't.
You really don't. You gonna spend about a good 3, 4, 5 million, and then you gonna start buying shit with other people because you ran out of ideas.
That's why they put their money and going to see the Titanic and shit.
I hope when they get down there, they get the lifetime experience. Bitch, you got time. You got money, thousands of dollars to get in a submarine where if another nigga fart, bitch, you might kill everybody in here. When there's kids out here who can't even eat breakfast and lunch because mom and dad only got enough food to eat to make sure y'all eat dinner for the rest of the week. I just trying to understand how we live in the same universe. It's just money. It's not even real. It's a barter system. It's dollar bills printed with some shit on it that we trade and accept that somebody put some hours of struggle behind this piece of money. That's all it is.
That's okay. Things keep going the way they're going, and they dollars ain't gonna be worth nothing either. We all gonna be on the same boat.
I think we're gonna get to a point, and I think it's gonna happen real soon, that the shit gonna hit the fan. I believe it's gonna be the bigots versus everybody else. Because I want people to understand something. Even if you fundamentally just don't like me because of my skin color, it's because this country is what it is that you can live here and not like me because of my goddamn skin color. Y'all, it's like your hatred is so blinding that you're gonna fuck up your own shit to make sure I don't have happiness. Even with all that, I still feel sorry for you. Because it's a pointless thing. The thing about happiness is just like knowledge, right? Once I have it, you can't take it away from me. Like I gotta give you the option to take it away from me. You know how happy I would get just knowing that I'm not giving your ass energy because you trying to fuck up my goddamn mood? It's a win. It's like a reverse psychology trick. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of myself that I came so far that I take pity on the motherfucker who just want to see me miserable. You get what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, what I look like getting mad over somebody like that, you're not mad at me. You're mad at your own fucking existence. You get what I'm saying? Ain't shit I could do that's going to make your existence better. If I died, I wouldn't be the problem. You still feel like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? The problem ain't me. And I think that's what's going on with a lot of these MAGA people. They thought Trump was going to be their goddamn Jesus. Have he saved any one of you dumb bitches yet? I'm just being honest. Has he done a damn thing? As a matter of fact, he hurt y'all the worst. And that's why everybody gets so irritated with MAGA. It's like y'all come to this nigga rescue like he did something for you. You argue me with a motherfucker who fucking you too. You know what I'm saying? Shit is crazy to me. We gotta do better, y'all. We gotta do better. We gotta at least show the kids. We gotta at least show the kids what's better. Cause I'm gonna tell you something. Trump don't give a fuck. First thing he did before he started fucking this country up is made sure his kids were straight, right? Y'all think Barron going to war? You think Barron gonna ever see Iran from a soldier's point of view? Fuck no. Not to mention just the blatant contradictions. Like how we blowing drug boats out the water but letting drug lords go. I don't know what we trying to do no more, y'all. We gotta make this shit make sense because I feel like these people just play in our face. They don't give a fuck. They don't even care. They don't even care if you believe the shit no more. They don't care. Trump should just come out and say, "Yo, we doing this shit, cause bitch, if you don't like it, oh fuck well." At least,
what you gonna do about it? That's exactly the energy, isn't it?
you know what I'm saying? Like, they might as well just do it like that. What do you think, Mom? Yeah, slid off a little bit over there. That nigga got that itis. He done ate that food. That nigga. Huh?
Oh nah, I don't even gonna lie. I didn't even notice my camera. I was looking at school with the way things are going. And I'm in school, and one of the things I'm learning is to look at patterns. And a pattern that I'm seeing is that whatever makes people feel morally right, even if they inherently know it's wrong, they will be okay with it as long as their morality stays intact. They don't care if they're seeing people that they've been friends and been neighbors with all their life get deported. But I feel like I did the right thing, so I can go to sleep and look at myself in the mirror and I can go to sleep and be okay.
I'm like that. I feel you, bro. Like I feel like how can you grow up saying hey to your neighbors every day, and they get picked up by ICE and snatched up, and you just going on about life like fuck it, it didn't happen to you. You didn't really fuck with the people that long. You didn't fuck with the people that long.
I believe what you were talking about earlier, Matt, when you said people don't see the big problem until the problem is theirs. Right now, it was the Hispanic people, they picking them up left and right. Next, it could be us.
It is their intention for it to be us. I'm gonna tell you something what happened. What we have right now is an old slave problem. You got too many niggas on the plantation and not enough slave owners. So they start cutting the crew. Like they start cutting, you know what I'm saying? They got the Latino vote. They told them people, yeah, we was gonna do all this shit. Because they knew the Latinos was the majority. They were the ones, that population was the ones that was swinging the election. Because so many people were getting active in the elections because there was so much immigration. They knew this. These people knew this the whole time. They actively knew this. And so they catered to this base to secure these fucking votes, to turn around and knowing the whole time they was going to do these people like this. They knew that I firmly believe they knew that they was going to do these people like this the whole fucking time. The whole time. It wasn't like an overnight decision. This was some shit they knew. They played these people and made the decision to. They did that shit for a reason. And they show you how they feel about you. The damn law that they passed. Like, I'm gonna say this shit. I'm ashamed that there's a fucking black dude who was part of the motherfucking majority who voted for this shit. Motherfucking Supreme Court judges. Judge Thomas is a black dude. Do you understand? Like, you know what would be fitting? If they got his ass off the goddamn bench now that he signed that goddamn shit. You know the Supreme Court judges, they serve for life terms.
Mm-hmm.
We need to find a way to get the motherfuckers out of there. I'm dead ass.
And that's another thing. There is no way somebody that can serve in a public role that went to school when Ruby Bridges was going to school.
Term limits. Because the motherfuckers out of touch. They don't know what the fuck it feel like to be young today. Them niggas ain't grow up with the goddamn internet. Like, let's be real with you. That term limits. Term limits. Life changes, bro. There has to be term fucking limits. Trump ass should have never been able to be president the second time. Term limits. This nigga has dementia. I want y'all to understand. Some people catch dementia at like 65. Some people catch dementia at like 45. This nigga is pushing 80 years old. And the shit that he do, you think that Trump don't have dementia? Who really, really believes Trump don't have dementia? Then he got the nerve to come out and say, I don't want a mentally disabled president. When y'all got a mirror?
What you
do? Does he know the president is in the room with us?
My camera. What the heck?
Yeah, your camera froze, but it got you on the. I don't know what the fuck you got going. Oh,
but
I'm about to say, well, I was gonna have to take you down, but I don't know. You were going through something now, but I don't know what the hell.
I'm screaming. Look, chill.
What's going on? His nigga, he had the stuff for you. I was like, I don't know what the fuck bro got going on. We gonna have to,
chill.
He got having an episode. You know what I'm talking about?
Chill.
Yo, man, I don't know, brother. I don't. Yeah, they saying, oh, in November we gonna make him a lame duck. Cause here's the reality situation. I know a lot of people, including myself. I was like, oh, we gotta impeach Trump. It's not about impeach. Impeach just means they're gonna bring up charges. We gotta remove his ass, but I don't think he will get removed because we don't have the votes in the Senate. See, what happens is once you impeach him, you bring him on charges, and then he has to have a trial in the Senate, and the Senate has to find him guilty, and then he'll be removed. But the Republicans are on the majority. So even if we were to impeach him, it won't pass. He won't be removed. And that's the reality situation. What our best case interest, our best case scenario is he's gonna be a lame duck, which means that the Democrats will take the majority. They'll start impeachment, but it still won't have the votes in the Senate. So we still won't be able to remove him. But he won't be able to pass anything because we'll keep, we'll basically nullify everything that he's doing. I just want to say this, and I want to voice this opinion. I don't think that the Democratic Party is an answer. I'm going to repeat. I don't believe that the Democratic Party is an answer. I want you to understand something. Y'all ever heard the term good cop, bad cop? It just implies that two people who are working on the same team, one presents themselves as an aggressor and the other presents themselves as a sympathizer. And so together they manipulate the individual that they're interviewing, but they work for the same team. Now, if you understand that, you'll understand why I said what the fuck I said. When has the Democratic Party done anything for us either? Okay. I just need you to realize that. Because a lot of people are going to go vote blue this November, and they're going to think that they did something. And truly, you just traded one bully in for the other. We got to stop voting against our own interests. Find a candidate that actually stands for the shit that you believe in. And if you don't see one, become that candidate. Find like-minded individuals. That's what campaigning is. That's what the whole voting system is. We got social media for everything but actually trying to build a network. Most of us is competing with somebody else who we don't even fucking know. Perfect example. I look at my stories all the time and see I see familiar faces. I don't never see a like next to their name. They don't never like shit I got going on. They just nosy as fuck. The like button is fucking free. So is the heart. So is the smile. It's free to interact with a motherfucker. We don't do it no more. More people are in tune to compete with you and to congratulate you, they feel like would be damaging to their character. We got to put more into this world of the shit that we need to see more of, because just like happiness in the beginning of our night tonight, you're not just gonna arrive there. We got to become it. The reason this world was what it was before Trump decided to make it a great again is because people thought before us that they should come together and make this world what it was. Honestly, I feel kind of disappointed. You know how many people died to get us where we were? And I feel like we're doing a disservice as we just continue to let this shit just slide into regression. All we had to do was toe the fucking line. That's it. So what are we gonna do, y'all? We gotta figure it out. Yeah, November could be a start, but then what are we doing? I feel like we need to go back and I don't feel like we should put any motherfucking current government official back in the White House or back in the goddamn government. When have they done a fuck thing for it? Make the motherfuckers campaign again for their job. I feel like we got a lot of just people who are just loyalty. Like they're just loyalty buddy. They part of the clique. It's not even about what they could do for you. It's just the fact that they've been around people, other people in power. They don't even give a fuck about you no more. It's become a way of life for them. They forgot their job. They forget that they work for the people. And that's the reality of the situation. They're called representatives because they're supposed to represent you. So I don't know, y'all, what we're gonna do. We gotta do better. I feel like hopefully tonight's conversation inspires you to be a grown up. It's time to put your big boy, big girl pants on, because the future is now. It's not tomorrow. They fucked our tomorrow when they stopped teaching kids critical thinking in school. If you want them to have a chance to do anything other than be a fucking slave and to complain every day about the job that they work that's not getting them anywhere, because you should be familiar with the sentiment. Trust me. It's time to change this shit, man. We got to do better. Fuck going for just feeling. And a lot of people forget that, there's more parties than just Democratic or Republican. They just happen to be the two biggest. You got independents. You got all kinds of other shit. You got the Marxist Party. You got a lot of people don't even know what socialists are. Y'all hear people say this. Y'all don't even know what these terms are. You just don't want to be like. You might find out that you identify with some of these goddamn terms. But if you don't know, then how are you gonna vote? That's another reason why your vote's important. If you never know who's voting for the same way that you think, then you'll never have it your way, unless you go to Burger King. So,
like, yo, we are in it's and to anybody in my life, in my personal life that might see this, that know me. If you instantly start telling, I've been checking people in my life, bro. I don't do politics. Hey, look, I know. Especially if I love you, I'm not gonna sit there and let you do that stupid rhetoric. I'm sorry.
Facts.
We are past I don't do politics, because politics is going to do you.
Facts. No diddy well. You know what I'm saying?
Like, we are past I don't get into politics. It's such and such. If you have kids and you bring them into this world and you don't do politics, you are part of the reason why your kids' lives will be hard.
Facts.
You're part of the reason why, especially if you're people of color or people or anything that isn't what's represented as the master race or whatever. People want to say air quote, Aryan, all that jazz. You will instinctively be making their life harder by not taking action. and all the hardship that and especially not even your own kids, your nieces, your nephews, your little cousins, or just anybody in your life that you come to love that's younger than you. You owe it to them to do this.
Facts.
You owe this to them to get educated, because at the end of the day, they didn't ask to be here. You chose to bend it over and shake it like a chicken, and then not a year. You laid the egg.
You want to get
that we're past. Yeah, like oh,
mink.
Wow.
Trying to bend that ass over so you can mink. Y'all know.
Like it's we're past that. I'm sorry. We are so past that rhetoric. Maybe that was cool when we was kids. Maybe that was cool when you was 18, 19, all those years ago when politics was air quote boring. Because everything was supposed to be happening how it's supposed to be happening back then. But that is not the government we living in.
At all. They done packed up on us, man. Packed up on us and took this shit out somewhere else.
Like we passed that, y'all. We passed it. We gotta do better, man. Gotta do better. Get educated. Read. We have to read. Don't just vote for somebody because they black. Because there might be a snake in the grass. There might be an Uncle Tom. There might be an Uncle Ruckus. Like you don't know. So don't just vote for somebody because I'm voting for because he's black. Vote for him because you read about his policies.
Facts. And
what he stood for, and if they standing on what you standing on.
Facts. Vote in your interest. Ain't nobody going. If you're not looking out for you, who's gonna look out for you, man? You know what I'm saying? And at least if it don't turn out right, like how you wanted to, at least you put your input in the shit. But if it do turn out right, because it might be an opportunity, you might find out more people in the world think like you did. You know what I'm saying? Either way, the only way to see what you want to come to pass, you gotta take action. And like I always say, not saying something is saying something too. So.
Oh, and I'm sorry. One more thing. There is no reason in America that you're willingly choosing to be ignorant. Facts. You have all the information you could ever have at the tip of your fingertips. You just choose not to pay. You choosing to be ignorant. And there's people in third world countries that don't have the access to 1% of the things you have, and they still find ways to get themselves educated. Some kids walking miles to get to school for a better chance, just for a chance to get out of the situation that they're in. Kids in Kenya ain't ate in 3 days, but guess what? They still get up and go to school every morning.
Yep.
Like we are so blessed to have all of the luxury, and from the bottom of my heart, just because we live in a first world country, we got more industrial things around us. That don't mean people ain't going through their own trials and tribulations, and that your mental don't matter, and that that you're going through those hard times. I feel for you, I really do. I'm gonna pray for you, but that's still not an excuse for being willfully ignorant.
Nope,
it's not. Everybody go through hard times. You ain't the only one. I promise you not. Everybody going through something.
I feel like people be looking for an excuse, one that's good enough that they can stop trying. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes people want to hear they go for an excuse so hard, like as long they just want it to be good enough that another person say, "Oh yeah, I can see how you can quit." They're like, "Okay, good." So they can the whole time they just looking for they looking for a reason to quit. Stop quitting on yourself, man. You're not hurting nobody at the end of the day but yourself. And you'll never be able to give other people the love that you want to give them if you don't get to the place that you want to be at. That's just real. Because until you get there, you're going to find something to complain about. Because something ain't going to be right. And when you do that, I'll be real with you. Nobody want to be around a motherfucker complaining all the damn time. And that's just free game. All right, so y'all, we appreciate y'all for tapping in with us tonight, man. We had some talk. We just talked about some real shit. We had some grown-up conversation tonight. You know what I'm saying? We tried to do it in a way that, you know what I'm saying, you felt like you was chilling with your homie, your cousin. just some real people because we live on this planet like y'all do. So do me a favor, y'all make sure that y'all follow us. If you're watching us on Facebook, please, please, please hit over to our YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button at No Offense LLC. If you look at the @ No Offense LLC, you'll bring up our YouTube channel. You'll catch all of our High Counsel episodes that we just streamed over there. You'll catch the interviews with most. I promise you, if you've seen them on this show, they got an interview on that platform. I mean, yeah, if you go over there on YouTube, I guarantee you're gonna find them more content. We done had everybody who has been on this show here in the last little bit that we don't work for a long time, for a minute. So y'all make sure y'all go get to know these people. Make sure that you're following their socials. Make sure that you're locking it in. You know what I'm saying? Every Thursday, we are taking out a little bit of a hiatus starting on June 1st, the week of June 1st through July 15th. We'll be back that I think the 16th is July 16th. It's a Thursday. We'll be back that Thursday. So y'all make sure y'all, you know what I'm saying, mark your calendar. But you know what I'm saying, we're gonna continue to have these great conversations. I'm gonna let Maul say something, then I'm gonna let Sweet Tea Lee say something on the way out, and then I'll you know what I'm saying, take us out. Go ahead and do your thing.
For sure. Hey y'all, we appreciate y'all for coming out. We appreciate y'all for having these conversations. And it may not be a conversation you wanted to have, but I feel in the midst of uncomfortable conversations, there's growth. And we need a lot of growth right now because we stagnant, and when you stagnate, you die. And the Lord got a lot. I feel like I believe the Lord got a lot more life for me to keep on living, so I'm gonna keep growing, keep having these uncomfortable conversations. And I advise that you do the same. It would behoove you to do that. Y'all be safe out here, man. You know what I'm saying? Take care of yourself mentally. Talk to somebody. You know, if you need help, go get help. Especially talking to my men out there, because we always so proud. And we need help too. You know what I'm saying? So go out there, take care of your mental, take care of your body, drink some water. I'll holler at y'all later. Peace.
Appreciate you. Sweet Tea Lee, you got something you want to say before we let the people go?
Yeah, thank y'all for coming and hang out with us tonight. We appreciate all of your comments. And we may agree to disagree sometimes, but we all here together working the same scales and fighting the same fight. And I hope to see y'all again next week.
Big facts, big facts. We appreciate everybody for tapping in with us. As always, we wouldn't be where we are without y'all. Make sure that y'all go check out the new website, nooffensemedia.com. Shout out to everybody who has been a part of the No Offense Network since its inception, since we started. Because, dude, this has been a journey. We coming up on our our 5th year as an LLC, our 6th year doing the podcast. So I just want to say thank y'all to everybody that we have gotten to know, all the family members, and all the supporters, all the sharers. If you've ever hit the share button, thank you. If you've ever hit the like, if you ever commented on any one of these videos, we appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep coming. You know what I'm saying? We got more things coming, so y'all make sure y'all keep it locked to be a part of those things. And like I always tell you, don't wait on the world to change, but you could be the one to change the world. We have been the High Counsel. You guys have been absolutely awesome, and we'll catch you next week. Peace.